What's up guys, welcome to another video. As a lot of you know, Raider recently released a piece control map that is absolutely amazing. If somehow you don't already know Raider, I'll put the link to his YouTube in the description. Basically this video is going to be me going over how I approach this map, how I set up peaks, and yeah, by the end of this video you should know how to warm up in this map and practice your piece control in the best way possible. Let's get it. So as you can see in this first scenario that he set up, it's basically simulating when you catch somebody going up a ramp and you want to get them coned and full boxed. So the safest way to do this is just like I'm doing here. Edit a bottom left hand triangle and then get the full box, get the cone over top of him first, and then get the walls. And then yeah, set up a right hand peak after that. A lot of people edit the top right hand side of this wall when they're trying to full box their opponent, and then they jump and make the full box. But if you do it that way, you're going to be visible to getting bopped by the opponent when you're full boxing them. But if you edit the bottom left hand side, the opponent won't have any angle on you unless if they edit the ramp. Basically, the reason I'm making this video is so that you can get rid of any bad habits you have while piece controlling. When you're full boxing someone, you don't want to be in visible sight of them. You don't want them to have an opportunity to pump you in the face because they might 200 pump you, you know what I mean? And you could do it this way and take no damage at all. So now let's go on to the next course. Course number 2, you're basically going to do the same exact thing, except you're going to edit the bottom right hand side. As you can see, you're editing straight underneath the ramp so they don't have an angle on you, full boxing them, and then taking the peak shot. The next course is a piece control from below where you edit up and place the cone over top of them. In this situation, I don't recommend placing the walls on the side because doing that you're going to be exposed no matter what way you do it. However, in game, you'll be able to read the opponent. You can place the cone over top of their head and take a shot, and then if they try running out one of the sides, edit through and block it off before they run out that side. You can do this on a ramp from below or on a cone, whichever you prefer. I prefer doing this on a ramp, but you can practice doing it on a cone as well. I recommend getting used to both of them. Next course is a double edit from above and then boxing the opponent below. This one's a little harder to do without being exposed, but the best way to do it is by kind of setting up a right hand peek while you're boxing the opponent. Maybe don't get them in a full box right away, just because if you try to get all 3 walls, you're probably going to be exposed. Just try to get the 2 walls that you can get with the right hand peek. As you can see here, I'm trying to use the floor and cone as cover from the opponent, and then taking a right hand peek with the floor and cone from above. A lot of players don't do this in game, and when they go to full box the opponent, they get bopped. It's happened to me countless times, so I figured it was time to take a minute and try to figure out the safest way to do this. I still need practice with it, but in the long run, this is going to help a lot. The next course is very similar because you're double editing down and grabbing walls, but you also want to place a ramp or a cone in the box you're editing down on. The best way to do this is try to face the ramp in a way that the bot won't be facing it, so you want to make the bot on the back edge of the ramp if that makes sense, just like I'm doing here. And then on top of that, set up a right hand peek, whether it's using the wall as cover or using the floor and cone that you edited as cover. The next one's a little bit easier. It's when they're underneath the ramp. What you want to do is grab the cone up top and the walls on the sides. That way, if they try to flip the ramp and go up the top, they're blocked off by that cone. And then you just edit through the side as fast as you can and set up a right hand peek with a window. Next one is basically the same thing, it's just the ramp is flipped, but yeah, you handle it the same exact way. One thing you need to look out for in these situations is sometimes they try to flip the ramp and go out the other side, the side that you came in on. So stay on the lookout for that. If they do flip the ramp, just edit a different window peek and try to bop them before they get out, or you can try to reset the wall that you edited through at the very beginning. So next one is piece controlling with a side jump. You side jump and then try to get a cone over top of them and grab the wall and make a right hand peek. A couple things you want to be looking out for is when you make the edit to place the cone over top of them, don't be visible when you're making the edit. Practice getting behind your wall while you're making the edit so that they can't try to pre-fire you. You can try placing the cone while doing the side jump, like before you place the wall, place the cone and then wall. It's a little harder to do. I like placing the wall first, but some people might have better luck placing the cone first. Another thing you can also do is, instead of editing a peanut butter like I do, like editing the top right and placing a cone, you can just edit a window, place the cone over top of them, and then take a peek shot. Next course is for a basic wall push where you mongrel or place a cone in their box and take a shot. A lot of people do mongrels a little bit risky where they have a whole entire triangle opened up on their wall, and so when they do the mongrel, the opponent has a chance to pre-fire them. I've had a problem doing that for so long, and I still do, but I'm trying to get used to doing mongrels this way, where I edit a window, place the ramp in, and edit the ramp while being behind the cover of my window. This is hard to do just because a lot of times, especially when you're first starting out, you grab onto the wall instead of the ramp on accident. But if you can get this down and get it down fast, oh my god, you're going to be unstoppable. So I definitely recommend practicing to do it this way. There are other safe ways to do mongrels, but this way I feel like it's just the safest in my opinion. Next one is basically the same thing, just different angles. When you get to the second person, you want to try full boxing them since there's extra walls on the sides that aren't taken. But yeah, same idea, just doing this different type of mongrel or however you want to approach it. The next one's another double edit from below, and in this one you can try practicing getting the right walls, because you can get those walls while being behind cover of your window, just like I do here. Things to look out for in this situation are they might try to run to the left out that open wall, and if you see them start to run out that side, you can quickly make an edit and grab that wall before they get out that side. That way they'll just be running into your wall and you can bop them then. They can also place a ramp to protect themselves, so you could try placing a cone in here also. However, it's hard to do that without exposing yourself, but experiment with it and see what you find to work best for you. There's a couple ways you can approach the next one. You can do a mongrel edit on them or place a cone in their box, and there's one open wall in each of these courses. And when it's on the right side, it's easy to grab without exposing yourself, but when it's on the left, you kind of have to expose yourself to grab it, so it might not even be worth grabbing it. In an in-game situation like this, if the wall on the left side is open, they might try to run out it, and you can just edit and grab that wall before they get out. But like I've been stressing in the rest of this video, the most important thing I want you guys to be practicing is piece controlling while being safe behind right-hand peaks, even when you're grabbing the builds. If you can master this, you're going to be crazy in-game. As you can see, this next one is a double edit down, grabbing the walls as you fall and then full boxing the bot at the bottom. It's pretty much the same as the mongrel classic that we were doing earlier. You want to do it through a window, place the ramp over the opponent, and then grab the walls and then edit the ramp while you're behind cover and take the shot. So the last one can be interpreted in many different ways. Raider was pushing towards this right wall here. He did it way smoother than me, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, the thing I want to talk about is you should be blocking off the top with walls like I do here, and then set up a right-hand peak on the wall that you're pushing. Break that wall, do a mongrel in, and then use the wall to the left as cover. You can just try imitating what I do here. It's probably the safest way to push, because if they try to edit out the top, you're protected by those walls. If they try to edit straight out at you, you're a box away to the side, so you can place a wall as cover if they try to edit forward. It's basically a really protected way to push a box. I saw this in one of Owe's Sticks videos where he was talking about how to W key safely. Basically, you just want to block off any points where you're visible, such as the top if they edited through and if they edit straight at you, or if they edit out the left side. You know, you're protected by all these walls and stuff. But yeah, that was the last course in this piece control map. Again, this was made by Raider. If you don't know him already, definitely go check him out. His link is in the description of the video, along with the code to the map. Feel free to drop comments on what you want me to do videos on in the future. I'm always writing down ideas that you guys put in the comments. I'm going to be making some warm-up maps for you guys pretty soon here, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace.